Let me start by introducing myself. My name is Tania Wojciechowski, and I'm a co-founder and one of the organizers this year for Spark Retreat, which is in its second round. And what Spark Retreat is doing is bringing women creative entrepreneurs together to learn and identify what really makes them truly unique, and then to use those qualities to shine and step up into their business and in their personal lives. And today I'm talking with one of our workshop leaders, Erika Lyremark. And Erika has worked in one of the toughest, most cutthroat environments around, the strip club. And as a stripper, she learned to be courageous, strategic, and creative. And she later used those skills to build a multiple seven-figure real estate business. And now she helps other business women really hustle their business like they mean it. And she's got a book coming out this year called Think Like a Stripper, Business Lessons to Up Your Confidence, Attract More Clients, and Rule Your Market. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm excited.
We're excited to have you. We're so pleased that you're coming to the retreat. So you're a new workshop leader this year at Spark. What was it about the retreat or the organizers, anything about the retreat? What made you say yes when we invited you to speak this year?
Let me see. It was a trip to New Mexico where it's warm. I live in Minnesota. It's a little chilly here. Hanging out, having fun, working, and being on vacation with two of my best friends, Alexandra Franzen and Diana Valentine. How could I not say yes to that opportunity? And I actually had thought that Alexandra or Diana had emailed you guys and said you should invite Erika, and it turned out that one of you had emailed Alexandra and said, what do you know about Erika Lyremark? Blah, blah, blah. So I think it was something that was meant to happen.
I think so. One of the things that you help business owners with is really working on clarity and confidence. And how do you help your clients build those up?
Well, here's the thing is that a lot of business owners think they have clarity and they think they have confidence around what it is that they are doing. But when you pull it apart and you ask them, why are you doing what you're doing? What are you doing? Who are you delivering it to? How are you delivering it to? What's the purpose of your business? What's your messaging? What's the purpose of your messaging? When you pull back those layers and you start, quizzing them and asking questions, you can find those blind spots. And it's those blind spots in our businesses that stop us from getting out there and taking risks, having sales conversations, closing the deals, because there's so many moving pieces to a business that if you don't have those specific things nailed, you can't get to the next level in your business. And so it really is, I teach an entire 8-week course on this. And so that is, one of the things that we do there, but it really is, it's kind of like deconstructing what's going on. And it really starts with the person who's behind the business, the CEO, the president, the solopreneur, whatever your business establishment is, it starts with the leader of the group. And if your business is not in alignment with your multiple personalities, because we all have different layers to who we are and what makes us rock and roll, is that if you're not clear in that, you'll continue to second guess yourself and doubt yourself, and you won't be able to make those decisions very, very quickly. So really, it does start with the person behind the business, and then it moves into what specifically you're doing in your business.
Very cool. Yeah, I can totally see that in how I build my business as well. Like the more and more clear you can get on who you are as a person and where you're going and what you want to be doing and who you're talking to, absolutely makes a difference.
And that shifts as you grow your business. One of the problems I have is that I'm constantly outgrowing myself. So as soon as I figure something out, I'm like, what's next? What's the next challenge? What can I challenge myself to do? Because I really thrive on challenging myself. And so I constantly have to have that conversation of what do I want? What don't I want? What do I want to do differently? How can I do differently? How can I do this differently? Where am I unclear? What are the things that I need to learn? Where am I feeling unconfident? How can I create a strategy around that to become more confident in that next business move? So it's constant. It's this constant conversation. Clarity is not, it's not a destination. It really is a lifestyle. Conversations with yourself of every single day. And you can start to notice that if you start to feel funky, or if you feel a little depressed, or you start to notice that there's things in your business that you used to be excited about and now you don't want to do those anymore. And that's a sign that you're probably lacking some clarity or lacking some confidence in your next moves.
That sort of leads into my next question. Being able to kind of listen to when something is off and you're not enjoying something anymore, you're going to have, signs that you're ready to change, and you need to listen to those. And for if somebody coming to your website, not really knowing much about you, might see a really sort of tough exterior, tough image. But what I know about you is you really, really trust your instincts, and you really listen to your gut, and you take action. And why do you think it's so important for business owners to really follow their guts? And how do you help people do this?
Because if you don't follow your gut, you are going to be doing what everybody else says you should be doing. And the thing is that this is your life, this is your business, and you have to be able to implement and execute. And when you're following your gut, things are going to feel good. And when they feel good, they're fun, and then they're easy. And when things are fun and easy in your business, it makes the hard work fun. And so it really does shift everything with that.
Awesome. I have read that when people grow up, they basically become the person that they were when they were about 9 years old, because a lot of the lifelong traits and personalities start to be developed at that age. So what were you like at 9 years old?
Well, I would say there's a lot of me that's very similar, and there's a lot of me that's very different because I hadn't been through the experiences that I've been through since then. But I would say when I was 9 years old, I was really into fashion. I did want to dominate the world when I was 9 years old. I had big visions and big plans for myself. And my mom would say, stop watching Little House on the Prairie and come upstairs and learn how to cook dinner so when you're married, you can cook for your husband. And I would say, Mom, I'm going to live in a penthouse in New York City, and I'm not cooking dinner for my husband because I'm either going to have a chef or we're going to be going out to dinner every night. So those things are still true. If I cook husband, he's like, what's the occasion? Is everything okay? And so I would say there's a lot of me that's very, very much the same. And I think that in business, if we can tap into our inner child on a continual basis and ask yourself, how can I make this fun? Because when you're a kid and things are fun, things go a lot more smoothly. And we just take ourselves way too seriously sometimes. So
What is something that you're really excited about right now in your life?
my book coming out.
Yeah.
I've been working on this book since 2009, and it feels like forever. And the final book is only about 137 pages. And at some point, I think I had over 60,000 words, and it got shrunk down to 30-some thousand words. And I'm just really excited that it's out there and that it's going to be done, and I won't be able to tweak it or mess with it or finesse it. And I have to move on, and I have to start another project. So I'm really excited about my book being done.
Oh, I'm very excited too. Do you know what's the release date?
I'm hoping sometime in May. That's what I'm aiming for. There's some things that are out of my control, and there are some things in my control. So that's the intention that I'm setting, that it's going to be out in May, like in stores on Amazon in May.
Wow, that's so soon.
Maybe even earlier. It's a spark retreat.
Ooh. Um, Spark is coming up in just a couple of months. It's April 16 to 21 in Taos, New Mexico. What are your hopes for Spark, and what are some of the things that people can expect to get out of working with you while they're at Spark?
I'm really excited about Spark because I think it's going to be really fun. And the thing that I'm the most excited about is that it's a workshop. So I don't know about all of you watching this right now, but I have been to a gazillion conferences and I've heard a gazillion speakers. And you can hear the best speaker on the planet and be super motivated and super excited. But when it comes down time to translating the things that they spoke about and putting that into your business is a really different story. So you hear what to do, but you don't learn how to do it. And that is my sweet spot, is really translating that to each individual person of like, here's what it is, here's why it works, here's how you do it. Now let's take your business, your personality, your lifestyle, your hopes and wishes and dreams, and let's figure out how to make a strategy that is going to feel good to you so that once you leave Spark Retreat, you can come home and you can implement this right away and not be like, what was she talking about? How do I do this? Because when something is customized to you, it's really easy to implement and execute, and you'll take those risks that you wouldn't normally take before. And so that's what I'm really excited about, is the workshop concept and also the intimate gathering, because I think it's 5 days total, right? That I know we're going to be there longer, but for the participants, it's 5 days total. And also being able to interact with me and Diana and Michelle and all of the rest of the other Jessica, right? Is her name?
Alex.
No, not Alex. The other one, the last person.
It's Diana, Alex, you, Michelle, and Jacqueline Carly.
Yes, Jacqueline, because I don't know her yet. So I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. Is that you are going to be able to interact with each and every one of us. And I think that is also what makes it really unique, because sometimes, again, when you're going to a conference, you'll get an idea, but you have a follow-up question. And so that you will be able to pick our brains and have access to us for the entire 5 days that you're there. So I think that is a super huge benefit.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's so many people mentioned that about Spark last year, was just the intimacy and really bonding with each other and feeling like in such a safe place. And then to be able to just kind of have these off conversations, sitting on the patio steps, and having like that $1,000, $10,000 business idea, like just from a conversation over coffee. And I love that people are going to get some really, really hands-on information from you, because I think over the entire retreat, people really kind of look inside themselves, figure out what really makes them unique, and do all these different steps, how to communicate that, how to identify that, and then how to actually put all that into action is going to be really unique.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Awesome. Do you want to play some tongue twister games?
Sure. So I just want to tell everybody, you'd originally asked me if I would be willing to teach some pole dancing tricks. And I was like, I haven't pole danced in 11 years. So, and the funny thing is, doing pole tricks back in the 1990s when I stripped, there wasn't pole dancing classes, which meant that you had to stay after work 3 or 4 in the morning and stay after work and practice on the pole. And I was like, I have no interest in doing that. I just want to go home. Like, I'm tired. And it's, pole dancing, if you've never done it, it's not easy. It requires a lot of upper body strength. And that's not something I've had in volumes. So in the book, I talk about this. And so I thought, well, there's got to be something that I can do with that pole. I can't just you can spin around it and, maneuver with it. But I'm like, what's going to be my trick? So I learned how to do the splits on the pole. And it sounds painful, but I have really long legs. And I thought, if I can do the splits on the pole, like I will be from the club that I worked at, it would be like from, floor to ceiling of Erika's legs. And it took me about a year to learn how to do it. I thought I would be done after, 30 days. I'm like, oh, I can do the splits in a month. And because it's so parallel, it's like, splits to the extreme. And so it took me about a year to learn how to do that, and I can still do the same splits. So,
Wow.
so anyways, but I don't have a pole at home, and it's not something that I'm like excited about. And actually, even after I quit stripping, I decided that I was going to take a pole dancing class, and I did it. And I was like, I'm so bored. I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. I'm out of here. So I think I only went to like 2 classes, and I'm like, that's not the part about the strip club that I miss working. It was really just the hustling and having fun and hanging out was what I missed the most. It was not the pole dancing. So you'd asked me if I wanted to teach some pole dancing tricks, and I'm like, I don't think so, but let's do tongue twisters.
Yeah.
So so okay, so did you pick some out?
I did. I have 3 or 4 here. All right. If Stu choose shoes.
Stu choose the shoes he choose. No.
Stu choose the shoes he choose. Okay.
If Stu choose the shoes he choose. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay. I'm not a fig plucker. Nor
I'm not a fucker.
nor a fig plucker's son. But I'll pluck figs till the fig plucker comes.
My God, that one's naughty. I'm not a fig plucker nor a fig plucker's son, but I'll pluck figs till the fig what?
Fig plucker comes.
Till the fig plucker comes. I'm not a fig plucker's nor a fig plucker's son, but I'll plug figs till the fig plucker comes. That was good.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Erika, for taking the time to
You're
talk to
so
us
welcome.
and have some fun with me. And I can't wait to see you at Spark.
I'm excited too. I'll see you there.
Awesome.
Okay, bye.
Bye.